1 year ago today, I quit my corporate job. Crazy to say, crazy to think, and crazy to feel because it's been the most insane year of my life. I feel like I've lived 10 years in the last year. It's been such a crazy roller coaster, ups, downs, um, constant challenges, and things you have to overcome. But I want to talk to you a little bit about, first of all, why might you want to do something like this? Second, are you the person that's ready to handle what's coming your way? And third, should you do it? So the big thing to think about is why did I decide that I was going to do this in the first place? So I've had corporate jobs for over a decade. I have a background in IT, and I worked it for many, many years. And let's just say it wasn't exactly my favorite thing. I never felt like I truly fit in the corporate world. Now, it's not just corporate alone. I was never someone that had many friends when I was younger growing up. Never really fit in with different circles. Didn't really play much for sports. I did when I was super young. High school, not at all. I didn't have any friends. I wasn't someone that really ever fit in. I never truly fit the mold, never fit in on teams, didn't fit in at work environments. Always just felt alone in many aspects. And the biggest thing for me was to figure out, who do I want to become, right? So the biggest thing I thought about is, what do I see as traits, as who do I feel like I should be in this life, right? Because I don't think it's all about waking up, go to work, say, yes, boss, no problem, go have lunch, then go home and then start it all again. There's got to be something more. There's got to be something else, got to be something different, got to be something better, right? And I knew in order to become the person that could handle it, I had to become someone that was specifically capable of doing what I wanted to do. Now, the biggest thing, going back to not having a big circle, not having many friends back in the day. Now I have a million friends. I'm super close to my best friends. I have a great life. But back then I said, okay, who am I, right? A bit of a loser, a bit of a weirdo. Didn't have the skills of talking to people. I didn't really have charisma. I wasn't the guy that could go and talk to anybody and really be that person. But I always knew I wanted to be that person. I wanted to be the person that could go up to anyone, talk to anyone, and really have a solid conversation and learn and become the person that people look up to, right? And I'm not saying that I am to this day, but the big thing I am for sure is I have charisma. I'm able to talk to people. And it took years of effort to become someone that could handle what I've gone through in the last year. Now, just to explain a little bit about what it's like when you quit your job, is the craziest thing you'll ever experience in your life is when this money comes and cuts off. When there's no more income and the money stops coming in, woof, you become a very different person very quickly. Now, the biggest thing about this is most people tell themselves, I can always go back. And I thought that at one point too, like, I can always go back. But at some point, I know I'm like, this is when it starts getting hard. And this is the point where if I were to go back, you got to do it now. But at the same time, I never thought once that I would go back, right? I always knew in my head, I'm like, I'm done. Like, this is my future. And I will never quit because I'm going to push myself over the edge to keep going and never quit. The biggest thing I find people that are around me that try this or fail is they have a quitter's mentality, right? And I am fully under the belief that you will never fail truly if you don't quit. Quitting is when you fail, right? So at that point, it was like, okay, as I've been going through the motions of, all right, how do you build a business? How do you get clients? How do you become well-known in circles? How do you become someone that can handle a business that can make 10K a month, 20K a month, whatever it may be, right? And do it quickly, because as soon as you stop making cash from your corporate job, oof, you got to figure out how to make money quick, right? Now, let's just say I'm a crazy person. I'm wild. I'm wildly insane, wildly ambitious, to the point where I was able to quit my job before I was making the same income that my job was, right? So a lot of times you'll hear people say, oh, wait till you make the same amount of income before you quit your job. Listen, I get it. And I get why someone would say that, because that is what makes someone feel ready. Someone feels like that means I'm ready, right? But here's the news flash, is you will never truly feel ready. Ready is not a feeling. Ready is a decision you have to make in the process to say, I'm doing this now. I am ready. It's not that I feel ready. You will never truly feel ready, because if you wait for that, you will never ever feel ready. You have to truly decide, I am ready. I can do this. Now, like I said, I quit long before I was making what my income was at my job, right? And so I'm crazy, but I knew that I would rather go for broke, go for it all, make nothing in the meantime of doing this rather than say, I'm just going to wait until I'm comfortable and wait until I'm ready. I don't believe in waiting. I don't believe in being the person that should wait or being the person that should be. Is this person going to talk to me? I'm going to have to pause for a second. I got people coming to me to talk to me because I'm kind of filming something. Oh, good. I never wanted to wait for that moment when things felt perfect. I never wanted to wait and be the person. I didn't want to wait. I waited a decade after working, looking for something, looking to feel like I was doing the right thing and looking to feel like I was in a good place. But the truth is, it was terrible and I hated it. I hated what I felt. I hated the person I was. I hated what it was doing for me day in and day out. And I knew that I was destined for more, and I knew I was destined to give myself at least the chance to go for more, right? Here I am, 32 years old, had a great career. I have a great resume. My resume looks great, and I could get another job, and I could do really well and have a six-figure job and do well and have a good life. But I knew it wasn't for me. I knew I didn't fit the mold. And once again, like I said at the beginning of this, I didn't fit in. It's not like I'm looking to fit in. I'm not looking to be, I want to be comfortable and be around a team. I don't care. Like, I'm used to this. I'm used to being the lone man here, lone man out, odd man out in every situation. I'm used to being that guy. And luckily, I have a couple good people in my corner that have supported me emotionally with this. But here's the reality of when you're about to leave a corporate job and go for a business. The reality is a lot of people that are close to you are going to tell you, you are not ready. You can't do this. You shouldn't do this. You should wait. You should wait till you're ready. And the only reason they say that is because that's what they need to tell themselves to get themselves to not do it, right? The biggest thing I realized, the people around me that haven't done what I want to do are the ones telling me to stop. Anyone I know that has gone for something, has built a business, has done something with their lives, I was like, dude, go for it. Quit a year ago. What are we doing? Just go figure it out. You're going to figure it out. You'll be fine, right? The people that tell you to wait are the ones that are scared of life, scared of situations, or are afraid to take the next step into the unknown. I'm going to tell you something right now. The unknown is the best place to be. It's awesome. I will never go back. I will never regret doing what I did, and I will never, ever think differently about this. And that's why I'm making this video here, is because I would love to inspire and encourage people to do this more often. I would love to be the person that can encourage people to go for something and actually do it. It's not worth it sitting somewhere where you don't like, that you're not happy, you're not making enough money. It's not worth what you are doing. It's not worth the time that you put into it to live the life that you don't like. It's not worth it. It's more worth it to go for something and challenge yourself and grow into the person that can handle what the real world of business and entrepreneurship throws at you. Now, the person I am a year ago is a very different person than who I am today. The person I am today is gone through so much that it's insane. It's so interesting, right? Because I look back on who I was a year ago, and I look back on some of the things that I wasn't afraid of. Right? I'm not afraid of this. I'm not afraid of that. I can handle this. I can handle that, right? And I still believe that to this day, but it's so funny because after going through some of these things that I knew were going to be challenging and knew were going to be tough, me now is like, geez, how did I do that? How did I have the balls to do that when I knew nothing? Knowing what I know now and how complicated that this really is and has become, I'm so proud of myself for just sticking it out and being someone that has the ability that could go through what was necessary to be the person that I am to this day. There's a lot of fucking people around here that are just looking at me like I don't belong. What else is new? Give it a minute. But yeah, that's the big thing, where as you go through the stages of building a business, the stages of entrepreneurship, you start to realize, first, what you don't know. And second, how fast you learn. Like, you learn so quickly. It's absolutely absurd with how fast I learned how to handle difficult, complicated situations. Now, there's 1,000 different difficult situations that you're going to go through, whether it's money, financially, figuring out how to make money. How do you get your income up? How do you find the clients, sell the clients, keep them happy, all that stuff, right? That's one part of it. The other part is, how do you manage everything? How do you manage your family? How do you manage your life? How do you manage your future? How do you manage everything at once? Like, it's extremely complicated and difficult to be someone that can go through the pain and struggle of what it takes to build a business and become a real deal entrepreneur that all you do day in and day out is your own business. The question is, how do you become the person that can handle it? And it's so interesting because there's a few things you have to realize is, first of all, the big thing I know that I've said a couple times already is never quitting, no quitting mentality, but also, what are you doing, right? What's our business going to be like? What are we doing? What are we helping people? How are we going to make money, right? What are our pricing structures at? How do we make enough right now? Because when I first started this, we were scrambling for a couple $100 a month here and there. And then you start getting to the $1,500 to $3,000, $5,000 a month people, and it's a little bit different, right? So your prices start to raise, and as you build a better solution, build a better process that makes more money, right? But again, you have to go through the process of becoming the person that can handle that, because you're not going to know everything right away, and there's going to be a lot of ups and downs, a lot of challenges, a lot of negativity, and a lot of tough conversations you're going to have to go through to be able to make decisions on, are we ready for this? Am I ready for that? Am I ready for this? But the biggest thing you need to think about is, it's not about being ready. It's about choosing, not feeling ready. It's about choosing to be ready and choosing to go through a situation that you know is difficult, but you're going to handle it just fine. So here's my question. Are you ready for this? Do you feel like you're ready to make the move? I love this. I love thinking like this, because here's the thing. My biggest thing is, you're never going to feel ready. You have to choose to be ready. But the question is, have you already taken steps to become the person that is capable of handling the tough situations that are coming? Because I'll be honest with you, life is going to kick you in the teeth. This isn't going to be easy. You're going to get knocked down and beat up sideways 17 different ways that you were not expecting at all. So you have to be ready and capable of handling that. So what does it take to be ready and capable of handling that? First of all, the question is, have you been able to create yourself into the person that can talk, have conversations, and build yourself into someone that can be charismatic, meet people regularly, find new clients, meet new people, find mentors, talk to people, right? Have you become the person that can consistently meet new people, are not afraid to get around new people, constantly put yourself in rooms that you may not feel like you yet believe or belong in, right? Are you the person that's capable of walking into a room and saying, I got this. I know who I am. I know who I am. I'm walking in as myself. I'm not faking it. There's no BSing about me. I am who I am. Take it or leave it. I'm going to walk in confident. Can you do that yet? That's the biggest thing I think you need in order to build a business, is to be able to walk in, talk to people, communicate who you are, communicate what you do, and then meet people. Now, I mean, I've gone to hundreds of events where at the first time of me learning how to talk to people, it's very uncomfortable. It's very difficult. It's not easy. I still get nervous. You're always going to have nervousness. It's not like just because someone's good, if you've done it 100 times, you don't get nervous. You're always going to be nervous, right? When you get that feeling of nervousness, though, you have to push yourself through. But you also have to be very open and be yourself. I meet a lot of fake people. A lot of people that are, let's say, just kind of faking it. They try to be macho and tough and, oh, I'm so good, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Shut up. No one cares. Everyone can see right through it. The real people that are around know you're faking it. I've been able to grow a network of very successful, powerful people, especially in the last year alone, because I'm truly myself. I am the same way to every person at every level. I treat everybody the exact same way, and I'm the same person. I make jokes, I say stupid things, but like it's fun. Like I'm just myself. I have a good personality. I'm very nice. I ask genuine questions about people because I want to learn about people, because I know that everyone around has gone through experiences that I have not gone through yet. So I want to learn as much as I can about what it takes to get to the next level. And even though I'm still first time being full-time at a business, and I have friends now that have 10, 13, 15 businesses, it's crazy, right? And you see people and you network and you meet more people and you meet connected people and politicians, and it's crazy the people you're going to meet. It's crazy what happens when you put yourself out there and decide, I'm going to go meet people, see what happens. I have no idea what's going to happen. Let's just try it. It's crazy who you meet. It's crazy who connects you to who, and then the type of relationships that you can build. It's incredible. I have some great friends now that are pretty close to me that years ago I would never have thought this person would talk to me. It's crazy. But that's the biggest thing about showing up as yourself. So my question for you is, if you are not sure yet on if you're ready or not, first of all, decide that you're ready. But second, the biggest way to decide that you're ready is, are you truly 100% the best version of yourself? Because I always felt like in the corporate world, I was never the real version of myself. I was always pretending to be someone. I was always pretending to be someone I wasn't, pretending to make someone happy. And I was never truly able to be myself. And sometimes my true self would come out and I'd be like, oh, dude, you have potential to make a business. Hey, man, you have the potential. Why don't you try to business with that? Yeah, but I got a mortgage. Yeah, but I got kids. Yeah, but I'd rather do this. I'd rather go do something else. It's like, everyone's complains about not being better in life, and then they all have an excuse as to why they're not better. And when someone that is on the pursuit of trying to do something says to you, hey man, you have potential to do this. Yeah, well, I don't think I could. I'm not going to do that. Don't be that guy. Don't be the person that's in your own way. You have to be sure of who you are and sure that I'm doing something, I'm doing this, and I'm going to make it work. My favorite question to ask is, what's your favorite Netflix show right now? What's your favorite show out on TV, right? So, oh, I love this show and I love that show. You know what I say? I don't have a show. I don't watch TV. There's no TV show hooking me down for 3 hours not to watch because I don't have the ability to not go spend my time learning, doing something, networking, being in public, being at events, go schmoozing with people. You need to do something more than just sit on the couch and not like learn about the world. There's so much out there. Why just sit there and, oh, but my favorite show is on, so I'm not going to spend today becoming a better version of myself. I'm just going to watch my show. What a way to live, staying glued to the TV. This is the circus. Like, what are we doing here? It's super important to think about. First of all, a lot of people say, I don't have time. I don't have the time to do this. I don't have the time to do that. Everyone's got time. Everyone has a time. I've made time here to make this video, right? I have a million other things to do. We all have time. It's all about deciding what your time is spent most valuable doing. And if you see potential in what you're spending time on, right? I think having hobbies is great. I love the idea of having hobbies. I like to mountain bike. Like, I like to do things, right? I love it. I think it's important to do things that make you happy. But at the same time, I think it's also super important to go after something in life that makes you feel truly like you're going after what your purpose is or where you belong, right? For me, I really feel like most of my purpose and my belonging is behind becoming the best version of myself and pursuing different things to help me get to that level of which I know I can accomplish. Now, it's not through one business, it's not through 100 businesses, right? It could be 1,000,000 businesses. My goal is to have 100 businesses someday, right? But you have to understand business to be able to get to that level. So start one business, make it successful, turn it into a business, not just an owner-operator, but an owner, not as much an operator. Get to that level, grow other businesses, invest in areas. There's more than one ways to do it. You can make money in 25 different ways. Most entrepreneurs make money more than one way, right? But so my purpose, I feel, is I have become someone that I feel like I'm a weapon in business. I could make money doing anything. I could sell anything. I could do anything. I have a delusional self-belief around who I am and what I can do. And the only reason that exists is because I have decided to try and fail and attempt and try over again until I have convinced myself that I can do anything no matter how hard it is, right? If you told me right now, go figure out how to build a spaceship right now out of parts found in the next mile, we could probably figure something out how to get something in the sky. I'm being egregious there, but the reality is I have a delusional belief in myself, in what I can accomplish. And if you don't have a belief in yourself, it's going to be really hard to push yourself over the humps when it comes to challenges, because you're going to go through a lot of challenges, a lot of struggles, a lot of difficulty. And if you don't have the ability to push yourself over knowing I can do this, I can handle it, it's just a part of the process, you're never going to be able to accomplish anything. The biggest thing is when challenges are come knocking, because newsflash, it's coming knocking. There's going to be things in life that are going to beat the crap out of you. You have to be ready and know that this is part of the process. I can handle this. I'm not afraid of this. I'm all good. Everything's fine. We're going to be perfect. I can handle it no matter what it is. Until you are in that mindset, things are going to be extremely difficult and it's going to make no sense. But you have to remind yourself consistently, whenever you get a tough time that comes up, know for a fact, I can handle this. I can figure this out. I'm going to be totally fine. This is part of the process. This is part of learning about who I need to become in a situation that I am not familiar with, but teaching me how to handle situations like this in the future. Because if you don't have the ability to teach yourself how to get over those, I'm sorry, but you are never going to be capable of handling anything, because most people quit. I tried, but it didn't work out. I tried, but it failed. I want to talk to the guy that said, I tried, but I pivoted. Not, I tried and I quit. I tried, didn't work. I went back to the old ways. I went back to my old life. It's more comfortable for me. I prefer the comfort. Listen, I love comfort. I love when people enjoy comfort. It's okay to enjoy comfort, right? But at the same time, it's more important to go for something. I don't care about comfort. This is not going to be easy. This is going to be the hardest thing you have ever done. But it is the most worth it, and it's the most important thing you've ever done. So don't be afraid, have courage, have no fear, and get yourself to get over the hump. I'm Brandon. Thank you for watching. Those who have gotten this far. Kind of a ranting here. It's my first real video talking about this stuff. I plan on putting out a lot more content on entrepreneurship, business, what it takes to get to the next level, because I'm going through it myself, and I think it's very important to share, because people don't talk enough about the realities of going through and getting over the hump of business, leaving a job, how do you get to the next level, things like that. So I'm going to be making a lot more content in the future. Again, my name is Brendan. Thank you all for watching this far. Please subscribe, throw me a like. It's going to be super helpful. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. See ya.